This is the Pythonic Accountant, and for you today, we're going to take a look at the data analysis tool, or advanced data analysis tool in GPT-4, and take a look at some fun data from the state of Florida. So we're going to look at statewide municipal expenditures by major category. This is what the file looks like. It's got different tabs for the different year, and then it's got the municipal government and county, and then the categories up at the top. So I don't really know what to expect or what I think we can get out of this, but I think it might be interesting to just kind of feed it in and ask it to give us some insights. And so maybe we can ask it to, tell us if any counties have an unusual ratio of their kind of spending by category, or maybe look at trends over time because there are different tabs that have the years. So take a look at the data in this file. Note there are multiple tabs representing each fiscal year. I want to know if you can provide me with some trend information about spends by municipality, by category. Also interested if any ratios are unusual in a specific category of one municipality. One muni. All right, let's see if we can figure something out here for us. And if you haven't seen my previous videos here, I'm using a set of custom instructions where I ask it to call me Mr. Accountant and that it considers GAAP accounting. So, okay, it's going to take a look at the file. It says it has multiple sheets representing the fiscal years ranging from 2006 and 7 to 2021. So it's going to look at a sample of one of the sheets to understand the format. That's great. So I'm going to say, yes, you can start with the most recent year, fiscal year 20 to 21. And that was quick. It has multiple columns dividing the categories of expenditures. So municipal and government identify the municipality and respective county. That's right. Columns for different types of expenditures, such as general government services, public safety, fiscal environment, and they have sub-columns for total per capita percent. That's great. Then we proceed with analyzing trends across all available fiscal years. Additionally, should I focus on specific categories or perform a comprehensive analysis? I want to know trends, yes, across all fiscal years, and do a comprehensive analysis. But use your judgment if something interesting or strange pops up. Please flag it. So yes, please flag it. So yeah, I kind of like letting it use its judgment a little bit because it's going to be it's like actually applies what seems like thinking to this stuff. We know the LLMs can't actually think, but the capabilities that it has are pretty surprising. And as usual, when it uses Python to do this analysis, it's going to really decrease the potential for hallucination, which is great. So they consolidated the data. Let's proceed with a comprehensive analysis. And by the way, this is something that I could probably do in Python, but it would not take me seconds, which the tool here is able to do, which is amazing. So, okay, we're going to look into categories such as government services, public safety, physical environment. The key metrics will be total spending by category for each muni across fiscal years. Then look at the year-over-year percentage change in spending. That's smart. And then if there's any unusual ratios in spending categories. So I'll start by organizing the data. And it'll be interesting to see if it visualizes this for me, because that could be a really interesting way to see it. So data's been cleaned, prepared. Appears with an issue with the fiscal year column. Okay. It appears the fiscal year column is still not populated correctly. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. And still a problem. Wait, why is there a fiscal year column? I thought that the fiscal year... Oh, so it is created a fiscal year column because there wasn't a fiscal year column in any of the tabs, but the tab name has the fiscal year in it. So that's interesting. That was why we're running into trouble. Okay, so it finally got fiscal year column right, but I love that it corrected itself. It tried over and over again until it got it right, so that's awesome. So now it's going to focus on identifying patterns and flagging any anomalies or unusual ratios. That's cool. And oh no, an error in the analysis, likely due to an issue with column names after consolidation. My apologies. I love the attitude that it has. It's really trying, and it tries again. It gets it right. This is great. I also love that, like with GPT-4, there's a limit of, I think it's like 50 calls per 3 hours or whatever it is. But when it like tries again over and over again, that doesn't count towards the calls, because it's really just one prompt that I gave it, and it is just continuing to try to fix itself, which is awesome. Okay, still having an issue with the fiscal year and potentially other columns. To address this, I'll double check the data structure and column names to ensure they're suitable. They appear to be in order. Issue could have arisen from the data type or format of the columns used. It's really trying to fix itself here. I was going to say it may have eventually given up, and it sure did. It's totally given up. I successfully consolidated data across all fiscal years and began the process of trend analysis. The plan was to analyze the spending by categories. Well, let's see. Can I see what the consolidated data looks like? Can you visualize this for me? Let's just see if it can give us anything here. Okay, it's trying to visualize it for me, I think. Let's see if it looks like anything interesting. Oh, ha! Ooh, that's kind of cool. So this is a correlation heat map of consolidated data. So, okay, above is a correlation heat map of the consolidated data, which gives us an initial idea of the relationship between different categories of expenditures. A high positive correlation between two categories indicates they generally move in the same direction. So here's a sample of the consolidated data. That's interesting. Huh. Note that the fiscal year column is not displayed correctly, but it's available in the original data set. Would you like to proceed with any specific aspect of the analysis? Let's see. Okay. So we've got a high correlation is going to be 1. I guess lower correlations are closer to 0. I don't know why it's red. That's funny. I don't know if this tells me anything really. Like, let me ask it, like, does the heat map of correlations tell you anything? I don't see any useful information. By the way, I love that it's now signing off here. Best regards, AI CPA. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't really provide value. Okay, I want to see some trend lines. Fiscal year on x-axis, and maybe percentage on y-axis, and color of line for category. And let's just do maybe the average of all municipalities. That'll be interesting to see how the percentage changed over time of those various categories. I don't know if it's going to work because it was running into trouble with the fiscal year column previously, but maybe with kind of my specific request, it'll figure it out. And of course not, no, with fiscal year not being appropriately set. Oh, it's going to try again though. I'll correct this and proceed with generating the trend lines for average expenditures by category across all fiscal years. Best regards, AICPA. Again, with the formal best regards. That's pretty awesome. All right, personal AI assistant. Can you get this working? I have faith in you. Nope. Persistent issue with the fiscal year column. Just curious, like, what's the issue that it's running into? Maybe I can even fix it. It's probably treating it as an index. Interesting. Well, you know what? This was good enough for this one. I am still, I'm happy with where we got. I think we could have gotten a little bit further if we were able to get the data right for those fiscal years. So we may try this one again in a future video, but hopefully you enjoyed our exploration here And if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.